It's, of course, one of the marquee matchups, week one of the college football season in Atlanta as the Alabama Crimson Tide takes on the Miami Hurricanes. We got Stephen M. Smith of TouchdownAlabama.com to help us break it down. Of course, Stephen joins us on a regular basis to talk Tide, and please join him right there at TouchdownAlabama.com. Also, right here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Central. In my own words, join him for his call-in show. Give him a call. Test him on Alabama football knowledge because he is one of the very best. Stephen, how you doing today?
Doing well, Mark. We're 9 days, man. 9 days until Alabama-Miami, the big matchup in Atlanta.
Absolutely. Nick Saban, of course, focusing on his team right now as he studies the film of the Canes. So let's get to the Alabama news. First and foremost, you got to sit down, you and other media members, with Jordan Battle and also with Emil Ekiyor. Your thoughts about what they had to say about their development during August.
Both guys spoke to the media, spoke to reporters today, Mark. It was very exciting getting a chance to talk to both of those two young men. They had a lot to say, a lot to dissect and discuss, as they are highly excited for the season opening matchup against Miami. I mean, first and foremost with Ekiyor, he is pumped up to see Trey Sanders, the young man of whom, when he came to Alabama in 2019 from Florida by the way of IMG Academy, a 5-star prospect, a very special talent, a very special player. And you look at his speed, his burst, his athleticism, his explosiveness, his ability to catch the ball out the backfield, can do so many things well. He's just been hampered by injuries, whether that would be a foot issue in his freshman year, 2019, which kept him from playing that season, or last year when he was finally starting to get some carries in the game against Mississippi State, 12 carries for 80 yards, and starting to kind of come alive there, suffered a car accident back home in Florida, had some injuries from the car accident, which forced him to miss the remainder of last season. He has rehabbed his way back. He looks outstanding in scrimmages throughout fall camp. He's been breaking long runs. He's been breaking tackles for touchdowns. The speed is back. The burst is back. The explosiveness is back. He's catching the ball out of the backfield. The team is really excited to see how Trey Sanders will be able to produce this season. And then when you look at Jordan Battle, he's excited about the wide receiver room with John Mechie, Jameson Williams, Slade Bolden, and of course, young guys in that room. When you talk Trayshawn Holden, Javon Baker, JoJo Earl, Christian Leary, Ja'Cory Brooks, Aja Hall, Battle, very excited about that group there at the wide receiver position. But at the same time, he's excited about the defensive back that he gets to work with, one in particular, one Brian Branch, who can play all over the secondary, and a guy that Nick Saban has put all over the secondary, whether that be at corner, at star, at money, in the dime package, at safety. So Brian Branch, very versatile guy.
Got Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama on the line to break down the Tide. Of course, Miami is the opponent. Top 15 matchup with Alabama, secure #1 team in the nation, coming off another national championship in 2020. Let's stay right there in the secondary, because you had mentioned to me before we started to record that there could be some issues at free safety.
Could be. I know DeMarco Hellams, who is projected to be the starter at the spot opposite or next to Jordan Battle. Hellams suffered a minor ankle injury during the second scrimmage, and he suffered a minor ankle injury during the second scrimmage. He has not been practicing much as of late. The team is hopeful to have him against Miami, but if he is not able to go, keep your eyes on Brian Branch. Like I mentioned, he has played all over the secondary. He is experienced all over the secondary. He knows all the roles. So if we do not see DeMarco Hellams make that start, the young man from Washington, D.C., who came in the 2019 class, the 4-star, if we do not see Hellams, keep your eyes on Brian Branch potentially getting that start there at free safety.
And back to the offense. Interesting that with just about a week of practices left, still some decisions to be made about who's going to join that starting lineup. And of course, the offensive line is the more complicated of any unit on the field in regards to getting that right combination, that right chemistry, mixing and matching. And so we've got two spots along the front that need to be sorted out.
Well, of course, Mark, you and I both know when Alabama lost Landon Dickerson, Deontay Brown, and Alex Leatherwood off last year's team to the National Football League, it was going to be a challenge for Alabama to fill those spots. Now, of course, a lot of people thought that Chris Owens would be a lock at the center position, a young man who has played a lot of football. He came as a four-star from Texas in the 2016 class, entering his sixth year with the program. And this past season, he filled in admirably for Landon Dickerson when he got hurt in the SEC title game against Florida. He played in both college football playoff matchups against Notre Dame and Ohio State. But right now, there seems to be a battle going on between he and Darian Dalcourt, the four-star from Maryland in the 2019 class. Both of those two fighting at that center position. Chris Owens did not scrimmage in the second game-like practice for Alabama. Nick Saban chose to go with Dalcourt running with the first team, and actually liked what he saw from the junior. Saban wants to see more consistency at that center position. So keep your eyes there on Chris Owens versus Darian Dalcourt. That's going to be something interesting there as we head on down here, especially when you look at next week, next Monday, potential for that depth chart to finally come out and we see how things sort of stack up here. But as you go to the right tackle position, Kendall Randolph was holding that spot for quite some time, another veteran guy. He came in the 2017 class. He's played a lot of football along the offensive line, but he suffered a minor ankle injury in the first scrimmage. He walked off under his own power, kind of missed it as day-to-day, hasn't been practicing as much. So true freshman J.C. Latham, by the way of IMG Academy in Florida, he's been getting a lot more reps with the first team. People are liking what he is doing out there in practice. And according to Emil Ekiyor, Latham's ceiling is through the roof. His ceiling is unbelievable. He has big-time potential, and he's going to get some work in with his offensive line this season. But the question will be, can he supplant Kendall Randolph and be the starter at right tackle? So Randolph and Latham at right tackle, Chris Owens, Darian Dalcourt at center. Just keep your eyes on those two spots as this depth chart about to come out pretty soon here, Mark.
Smash that like button, folks. Please contribute right here at the Voice of College Football in a number of ways, but start by hitting that like button, share the videos out on social media, check out Steven's work, touchdownalabama.com. And of course, Monday, Wednesday, Friday night, I encourage you, head on over to Touchdown Alabama. In my own words, is Steven's show, call-in show. It's tremendous. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Central Time. All right, Steven, these programs and these particular teams arrive at this matchup coming from two different areas when it comes to experiences in big games. Alabama, of course, has it locked down. They have won the most big games of any program in the country in recent memory. Okay. Then you got Miami, a program with a storied history, but has reached a level of top 15 performance, especially last season. But when matched up against Clemson, North Carolina, Oklahoma State in the bowl game, not up to the challenge. Okay, here they've got another challenge. It's the challenge in college football. D'Eriq King obviously wants to go out as a winner, wants to make a statement. And for Miami to be taken seriously, obviously, they may not win this game, but they got to show that they can be competitive with the best. As you look at this Miami team, where do you think the threat is starting on this Miami offense?
I think the threat is going to come down, Mark, to D'Eriq King and how healthy is he in terms of his mobility. When you look at a young man that is classified as a dual threat quarterback, mobile, athletic, loves to create on the edge, extend plays, work off script, and you're coming off an injury such as an ACL to your knee, for a dual threat quarterback, that knee is highly important to his game because of the fact that he wants to create. He wants to get on the edge. He wants to frustrate defenses. He wants to create so many opportunities, not just for him to get yards, for him to target open receivers. And I understand the Miami coaching staff and D'Eriq King himself and people within the program are saying he's good, he's clean, he's healthy, he's good to go. But you never know how good you are until you take that first hit, that first bit of contact. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here in this game, is how healthy is D'Eriq King moving around. Because if he's healthy, if he's good, this can be a very interesting football game. Because not only are you looking at a guy that's coming off of 27 total touchdowns a season to go, 23 passing, 4 rushing, but Miami also has a potent run game. Cameron Harris out the backfield, 10 rushing touchdowns a season ago. Alabama had some issues against the run. Defensive line coach Freddie Roach is trying to get this group to be, win those one-on-one matchups at the point of attack. Be the lower guy, get that penetration, stop in the run game. So if D'Eriq King healthy, good to go on the edge with his mobility as well as his arm, and if Miami can get the run game going with Cameron Harris, that could be very intriguing right there.
Alabama under Nick Saban, of course, has made it a staple of the schedule to take on these big non-conference opponents at these neutral NFL sites, and they have been mighty impressive. They haven't dropped a game. They have taken on the likes of USC and Florida State and Michigan and others, and have usually put down the throttle. Really, Wisconsin hung around one year. West Virginia gave them a bit of a scare with Clint Trickett at quarterback, but generally it's been a beat down delivered by Alabama in these type games. We'll see what the Canes have coming up next Saturday. Stephen, we always appreciate you stopping by. And again, we want to encourage everybody to check out Stephen's show, In My Own Words, call-in show. Give him a call, talk some Alabama football with him and the rest of the SEC there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 Central. Stephen, we appreciate you stopping by.